straight out my dream, like there she is. How can I make you my chick? I like you better by my side.
Right now I want to talk about youth radio. Youth radio is very important. Very, very important. Mm-hmm. Like, you kind of touched on how you got affiliated. Yeah. And I was saying, like, how I met you. But, like, that experience, like, just to describe it, I was so nervous. I can't even really, like, put it to you how nervous I was. Right. I was shaking to the core. And I didn't think I was going to get in. And when I got in, it felt like I got into college. Like, I was juiced.
Yeah.
I was stupid juiced.
That's what's up.
Like, that whole experience was like, I'm like, damn, I really could make beats and I really could do this. Like, because Havania, shouts out to Havania, she changed my life.
She changed, as Wizzle say, she changed the trajectory of Bay Area rap music forever.
She did.
How weird is that? Shout out to Havania.
Havania is always going to be a legend. And I'm pulling up to the wedding, you feel me? Because it's this year in Mexico. Crazy. We're going dumb. Anyway, her introducing me to that, I don't know what it was. Like, I told her I wanted to rap or something in Spanish class, all of that. Fast forward, I go and do the thing. I fill the paper out, and then I go and do it. She was like, you can get you paid, and they teach you this and that. I'm like, hell no. Like, this is too good to be true.
Yeah.
Pulled up, and I learned so much. And the hardest thing that it was for me to learn was Pro Tools. I feel like you might have taught me Pro Tools.
I probably did a few things. Between Ben Frost.
Yeah, Ben Frost, legend.
He's legend. He's the reason why everybody on Reason. He's the reason.
He's the reason.
He's the reason why the world sounds the way it does musically. He's like,
sick.
He brought Reason to youth radio.
He did.
But yeah, and then like, it's crazy. Youth radio was just that spot. Like, I remember your application. Whenever you talk about, I remember your application because I had on my desk. I had hella applications, and I had left. What was it? After college, I think Wiz brought me back, and I started doing recruitment and retention for youth radio. And, like, I was recruiting and trying to get applications. Havania brought me hella applications. Yours one of them. And, like,
that's so crazy that she even picked mine. Like, that's real fate. Like,
I mean, because I remember, like, I always approached the class like, man, like, I went to youth radio because my ex-girlfriend brought me there, and then I got another girlfriend while I was there. You know, girls branding with, 108K, chasing a girl into the building.
That's what how you got there.
Yeah, teenagers.
Girls damn near drove youth radio.
Yeah, teenagers, just hormones. But
for real. And there was always some fine girls in youth radio, but we're not going to touch that on this interview. We're going to talk about the straight facts.
I remember, as someone, when I was choosing the classes, I had to make sure the classes were balanced, and there was all kinds of different people. Did a great job. Different places, different interests, but you all had a common bond of, like, loving media and music, and
That's how I met Roach Giggs.
Yes, I remember I used to have to call his mom to make sure he got there.
That was crazy.
I accepted him.
That was huge.
Like,
And what was so dope about it was this: so many kids from different worlds that would probably never be friends.
Yep.
Like, we would sit at that table and have to say our real names and really be ourselves. Like, right? You feel me?
Exactly. And it's good. You're gonna see each other every Wednesday and Friday. You're gonna eat pizza after that first Friday when you all bond over pizza and, like, have hella fun. You're like, oh my God, I'm gonna come back. I remember being a peer teacher and seeing it happen over and over again.
The pizza did it.
Yeah.
Is that place still open? Because that pizza was either it was just fire because I was hella hungry and young, or it was actually fire.
Shoot, it wasn't Cheese Board anymore, was it? It was North Beach by that time.
It was North Beach.
Yeah. I'm sure Berkeley institutions, they probably still there.
That vegetarian
I remember that
movie. That was a movie.
Pizza Fridays.
And y'all would let me take pizza home. That's what had me so juiced. I would take so much pizza home. Like, I'd take in a little aluminum foil. I'd take like 6 pieces of pizza home.
When I was in high school, I did the same thing.
Period.
I was like, Mom, this place, they let me take pizza home. I'm like, we get to make, we weren't even making beats in our class, but we was just like, because they didn't even have the software then. But I was like, we get to play music and listen to music. We're learning how to edit. And I'm like, it's just hella cool.
Exactly. Like, at that time, we young teenagers So my Friday was dry. I'm in the house every Friday, so having that pizza to bring home and reheat, that reheat value was through the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was like, it really like helped me like come out of my shell. Like it helped me so much, and I advocate for youth radio, especially like kids that's into music. Like I'm really for kids being in that. Like it's so dope. Yeah, no, it's super dope. Like, and it's crazy that like the program it moved from Berkeley and now it's in downtown Oakland. And same thing. It's just grown. It's just gotten bigger. You know, and so many people have come out of it. Just I don't know that are doing crazy things. We look at it from the rap side, but it's a lot of people who are in my core classes, who are my peer teachers, who were before, you know, like, who are in other arenas, excelling in video games shit. And like journalism, like on the Channel 2 News. Yeah. There's somebody on Channel 2 News from you, Alex Savage. Oh, that's crazy. He was in youth radio. He's one of our peer teachers, but he's on the news there, like here. That's fire. On KTVU. And even this, like what we're doing right now, is like literally a youth radio byproduct. You feel me? Yeah, like we had radio shows every Friday. We had to do. I used to teach public service announcements and like, you know, just how to run a radio show. Actually, because of youth radio, when I was in college, I ran the student station at my campus. Yeah, you know, and it was cool. Me, Wiz, and Tap, we ran this radio show called the Late Night Crate. And so we would just go in my studio at USF and just do our radio thing like we always been doing. Yeah, but yeah, it's hella tight. I used to do work in sports radio and same thing, like, you know, doing call-ins and stuff. All youth radio. Could you ever see yourself going back into radio at any point? I don't know. I feel like I don't talk myself enough. Like or like, okay, so on air, I don't really see myself as an on air personality. I don't know. I do like it, but though it's crazy. The radio game is so different because now you got podcasting, and like, you know, everyone's doing a podcast, and like it's kind of a similar thing. But yeah, you never know. Yeah. I kind of random. I wanted to like host a radio show or something. Like when I'm dummy old, like if I'm like 45, 50, if my rap doesn't make sense to the kids no more, then I would start. Oh, it's gonna happen. Shit. Yeah. And rap gonna be on top. Rap is compounding on top. We got old rap, we got young rap, we got regional rap. It's just so much rap. It's just rap everywhere. Like, and actually, youth radio was so special about there. That's where I honed my rap skill. Yeah, I had to rap in front of y'all. Dude, I remember like if I ever had to learn none of that, I would have probably froze because I'm like the way I make my whole process is very quiet. Like I'll be in the studio by myself and I'll be thinking about my process. At youth radio, watching y'all learn, it's like, you know, one kid just dash out in front of everybody else and got all the slap. And all the other kids are like, oh, damn, like, this beat hella tight. This boy really jumped out. And y'all gotta, like, everybody gotta catch up and try to make heat. Yeah, like, know? Doc was so fire. Shouts out to Doc. Yeah, Doc was making fire songs right at instantly. Like, GAB. Bruh. I wanted to join the group, bro. Remember slappy things? Remember that? Yes. But like, I don't know. Like it was some in that youth radio era that just it was just a great like breeding ground for talent. Like I don't think anything got shunned away. Like it would only be like, oh, let's just develop this idea. You know what I'm saying? Like it made people do. It made people just want to do it. You know? Yeah. Like I love that. I love that aspect about it. You know, it's so dope. And it's crazy that it's still going. And it's funny because like we're just the youth radio kids. There's other nonprofits, right? Like, you know, just in Oakland. And it's crazy. They're all kind of doing the same thing in different arenas, whether you know, whether it's Youth Speaks or back then it was Bump to other ones. Oh, hey, I had that Bump CD. I had the Bump CD. Definitely. Yeah, it's crazy. And we can name people come from out of all those different ones. And it's just like, in youth radio, it had each, I think everyone had its own different piece. I was teaching at this, like more recently in this spot in the city called Baycat, in like middle school to high school. And it's like, you could see the beginnings of kids starting to like, form crews and like the same kind of that's the coolest shit when you see it happen, the growth, like you get to see somebody like, because I worked as a after school teacher, So like transitioning from youth radio to that, it was kind of like pretty much seamless. Like, you know what I mean? Just watching kids grow.
Yeah.
And then you like go from that's little bro, like little bro. And now this same guy is in the club with me and he's like drinking with me. This is like getting crazy now.
I had that experience with you. I remember I think I was on YouTube. You were battling somebody at high school.
Yeah.
You were battling someone in high school, and I was like, "This fool is gassing." I was sitting here like, "Ooh, they let this be on YouTube." I'm like, or whoever the other dude was.
Yeah. Man, that was weird. Shouts out G-Rick behind the camera. He was damn near there.
I remember seeing that. Like, oh snap! I didn't know you gassed like that.
Yeah, y'all brought it out of me though.
Yeah,
Brandon, like he had to, like he made me really have to rap good. Like,
yeah.
If I had to look at him and rap my raps, they had to be fire. You feel me?
Right.
It was just no way that I could rap trash.
Yeah, that's tight. And it's just easy now. I see, like last when we were at the grill, because I hadn't seen you record in a second, and I was like, oh, this fool don't even write it down.
Yeah. It was just in such a space. I'm so just ready to work. Like, we definitely have to get in the studio.
Yes.
Like, immediately. Like, because I'm in such a, I just kind of, I'm not going to say I know what I'm doing, because I don't think I ever will. But I just got a deeper understanding of a musical vision, and I feel like I could really describe, especially somebody like you that really has a vision, like you execute your vision consistently. I feel like we could make some crazy shit.
Oh, off top, we have our track record is amazing.
Yeah, our track record is 100% A1 clean. But it's like I was doing that with no vision.
Yeah, so now you own in on it.
Yeah, and that's what's low key scary. Like we was just that was just off a pure feeling. Like those beats would just make me say shit. Now it's like I want to do this. I want to make sure I cover this and this. So like the future is bright. You know what I mean? Like
tight.
Future is super bright. Like what's some projects that you working on right now that got you super excited? Like I know you making beats all the time. It's just you came from the studio. Like
I mean, like right now, so Honor Roll Music, HNRL Music, that's like my main focus. We trying to put out a lot of singles. So everybody that we trying to collab with, we really just want to drop the singles. We want to collab, make the music, drop. We got the first project that we trying to drop this year is 108K's album. Everybody's asking for 108K's album.
Drop that music, man.
It's campaigns going on Twitter, like, you know, where's riding in cars with girls.
Drop that music, man.
108K, I'ma tell you, and it's not just because he's my homie, not just because he's in my crew. I really feel like he's the best. Like,
he is.
Just because, I mean, musical heritage, family he comes from, but then like melodically, harmonically, like whatever it is, production wise, like he goes in and thinks differently than everybody. And you're just like, damn, how did he do this? You know,
and just like the things he says is so real. This is like crazy.
Yeah, and like I've been in on that process. Like I wrote a couple songs on there.
Yeah.
And like, you know, really, anytime I work with him, we literally just start with a conversation. Like, we're just talking about stuff we've been through, whether it's females, whatever it is. And then the song happens from that, you know?
Yeah.
And just, his album is going to be crazy.
It's been like 5 years in the making. You know what I'm saying?
But it's been 3, I think.
We're going to put that fully on blast.
It's on blast.
We're just fans of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, just share the music, honestly. Like
that's where it's at. I mean, we're about to put out more music than we ever put out.
That's amazing to hear. That's good to hear.
I got it. I have an EP called Fashion, or not EP. It's a project,
full length.
Yeah.
And you're rapping on this?
No, this is just a beat tape. This is
straight beats. Okay.
It's not even a beat tape. It's just like jamming ass music on some house, some like really up tempo, really just dope beats. You know, about to drop that. LDs, you know.
I talk to LDs on the phone.
I'm sure he calls you
every 2 days. Like
exactly, he calls all of
LDs
consistently.
All of us. Talk to LDs consistently.
He'll actually, hey, let me ask you something. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
He's like, he'll always, LDs. When I say his bars, like because we've been making stuff. Like I've been working with him for forever, and you know, Fool's Gold put out one of his singles, it was great. And we got his album coming, but it's just crazy fire.
Yeah, he's like a one of a kind person.
Yeah, it's like an Oakland time warp when you're hearing it. Straight time warp.
For real, he's like, just like, definitely. I think of a Nike sweatsuit. I think of like an Acura. You feel me?
Exactly.
I think of like certain things. Like when I hear him, I see like a very distinct picture. Like,
yeah, it's a time warp working with him. I love it because people love that sound. It's classic.
Yeah, it's definitely classic, a timeless sound. Like, also, like, speaking of Fool's Gold, like, what was it like working with them? Like,
dope, man. Like, I love Fool's Gold. It's funny the way I met Nick Catch Dubs and DJ A-Track who founded it, along with Dave One and Dust LaRock, rest in peace. But like, I met Nick in Miami, you know, at the Winter Music Conference back when they used to have that. And he heard me talking about a Keek the Sneak remix I did of white t-shirt, blue jeans, and Nikes. Hyphy, real hyphy. Wow. I did like a broken beat, like UK style remix of it. You know, that's right up, and it was like right up their alley. They're like, oh, who's smashing these two cultures together? And then I remember I met him at Urban Outfitters while I was talking to Diplo.
Wow, that's fire.
Because he was DJing for MIA, who was standing right there. And this is all in the Urban Outfitters. We just chilling.
This is where?
Nobody was on. No, this is in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Nobody was on yet, like really on. And then we just developed a friendship. Nick, he put me in the fader because the remix tape that I gave him. As soon as I jumped off the plane into Miami, me and Mike Baker hit the ground running and just burned hell CDs and gave them to people. And like Nick, he loved it, and so he wrote me in the fader. And then when him and A-Track decided to start their label, and at the time A-Track was DJing for Kanye. He was like his tour DJ during like what is it, Late Registration? And
it was like 2008 or something.
Yeah, he was that DJ for that, and they started a label, and I was one of the early artists. It was me, Kid Sister, the Cool Kids they worked with.
The Cool Kids was on Fool's Gold.
I think they've always been affiliates. Yeah, Cool Kids, Kid Cudi.
Yeah, he was. Wow, the first album, huh?
Day and Night came out on Fool's Gold.
I remember that. Wow.
So all of us, and so that's the thing that a lot of people who were like, a lot of people just know me for doing like the hyphy remix or like the Tell Me When to Go remix, but like concurrently with that, I was in like these two other worlds. I was in like the Fool's Gold, like really like electro hip hop, you know, like really high energy like dance music world. Also doing rap stuff with them, you know, like Cool Kids were on there. And like also doing like future soul type music. So like homies Jay Davy in LA.
Clutch. Wow.
Yeah, Jay Davy, very dope group in LA. Used to work with them a lot. Who else? That's kind of after the fact of meeting Tidra Moses, doing a lot of like soulful.
She was signed to MMG or something. Like that?
She's affiliated with them, and so she's one of my favorite collaborators. But yeah, just like doing all these little different things. But the Fool's Gold really helped like me understand like when you see something going, you're like, oh wow, they built something from nothing. You know, and just became the tastemakers and became really cool. There was a couple, I think Fool's Gold and Mad Decent, Diplo around the time, same thing. And they've just spiraled out of control. Like, you know,
it's crazy how far the movements have gone.
Yeah.
Like the day offs.
Yeah, exactly. Just, they travel, go to different cities. Like, I love it, you know. It's definitely amazing to see people who are, I mean, we're all similar type of people, just music heads, you know?
Yeah.
And really care about the culture and putting on, you know, the new stuff. Yeah.
That's really what it's all about. And I want to align myself with people like that. Like, people that's about carrying on the culture and the traditions and stuff. Because I feel like I don't want to jump into comparing new versus old or criticizing the new generation because we're all growing and we all changing. When I first came in, I didn't understand it the way I get it now. But I feel like it's up to people that's been around longer to embrace and then explain. Instead of like,
it's context.
no, like it's context for everything.
Yeah, people don't, context is like the biggest thing. Like people, when someone doesn't like something, most of the times because they don't understand it. We can look at all the isms, you know, racism, sexism, whatever. People just don't like something because they don't quite understand it. But it's up to those who can really like explain, you know, like this is why this is this way. Or I always say it's people who anybody who's ever not like Bay Area music, when they come and see it in the flesh and they like go to a party, they're like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you can't hate on it. You know?
Exactly.
And it's like that everywhere.
I mean, I just feel like the Bay is just going so, like, progressing so fast. We have, like, we always had a scene for people to come and be a part of, but now it's, like, a national thing. Like, you have to come here.
Yeah, and it's multiple types of music. We've always had hella types of music, but within rap, it's so many people doing different stuff. You know what I mean? Like, man, just even within the people we know, you know, like whether even like Down to Earth, they're doing real like traditional hip hop.
Shouts out Down to Earth, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shouts out Down to Earth. Y'all mean a lot to the culture.
Yeah, man. It's like that's rap music that was around for a long time, you know. Yeah, and then like, I don't know. It's just so many types of music out here.
Are there any like new generation Bay Area artists that you're fans of or that you would love to work with that you haven't had an opportunity to?
Man, I like everybody. I need to work with everybody. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I got a list of people, and I always need to collaborate way more than I do. Faraji, always. Fire. I mean, I already did. You know, it's funny. I did track with him before anybody, like hardly anybody knew who he was. Wiz knew him. He's like, you need to work with this dude. Fire. Rex Life Raj, very dope.
Rex Life Raj is fire. He's been raw since he was in high school. Like, he's an alien. So,
crazy. I've been working with, actually, Illa, Ari.
How can we forget?
I didn't forget. She'd kill me if I forgot. You know what I'm saying?
We got you, baby girl. It's also my barber. You feel me? So it's like a crazy ass small world, right? And we all got like an ear for like a certain little weird type. I always send her any song that's like weird ass singing with like a very cheap beat. Like I always will send her that. Like, I will send her that immediately. Like, anything that sounds hella weird, like if somebody's hella over singing on like a weird beat. I will send her that. I love music like that. Like, I have a passion for that kind of music.
Yeah, I know you go down the rabbit hole.
You already know. I'll be in it like 250 views. Like, that's where it's at. Finding stuff, weird stuff. But yeah, like I know you do your singing thing too. Like people probably don't know you could really sing for real. Like,
yeah, I mean I try. I half-ass sing. I mean it's funny. I don't sing because I'm standing next to 108K all day. Yeah. And so I'm just like, no, I can't sing. But
she can sing. I
sing. Yeah, I definitely do. I think I've sang ever since I started, and like, I don't know. It's just one of them things. It's just in me. I think a lot of rappers just want to sing only. Yeah, that's it.
Definitely.
They really just want. Definitely. My mommy told me that when I was young. She's like, rappers just want to sing, and like she don't listen to rap. She's not really in it like that. But she's like, they only rap because they can't sing.
That's a fact. That's a fact for real. I love the music that you and Ari make though. It's like real dope. It like captured a whole time period that's like it's kind of like another part of that Kamaya sound. Like the wind down part of it. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean,
we call parts of it. Well, I mean, it's hip hop soul. It's the house that Mary J. Blige built, and like really like it's just her. She has a real R&B voice, you know. So,
she does.
It's gonna be that all day, and you know, R&B legacy is real thick, and you know, me and Tap, Tap 10 especially, his favorite R&B is like hip hop or just hip hop soul. Biggest Mary J. Blige fan ever. Like it's funny. That's like I mean, you know, back then. Now it's just straight auntie music. It's like, but I mean, Mary had slappers. Like, first album, second album, slappers, crazy. But like just that whole like R&B interfacing with hip hop. You know?
Yeah, my mom put me on that Mary J. Blige heavy. She used to play that I Can Love You.
Yeah. Exactly.
That was so hard.
I mean, there's songs where we specifically reference certain stuff. So I got a few more things coming out with her.
Yeah, that's fire.
But yeah, I just want, I mean, there's a lot of people out here Who else? Say Knowledge from the
Say
city.
Knowledge, who's that?
Rich Ayala, he's very dope. He's like on the low. He's a dope dude.
I need to tap in.
Gonna work with him.
Yeah. Say Knowledge.
Who else? It's tons of people. It's too many.
Yeah, it's hella new artists. It seems like it's a new artist popping out of nowhere. Like, where was y'all music at 3 months ago? Like, did y'all just literally make a SoundCloud and just create yourself?
Man, it's like it's just the normal thing to do now. It's like just to make music.
It's not outlandish to be a rapper in the Bay anymore. We went through a period in time like where it was kind of weird to be a rapper in the Bay. Mm-hmm. It was like a gray period.
It's crazy because there was always ebbs and flows. I remember during the hyphy movement, so many clowns. It's the reason why it kind of burnt itself out, right?
Man, it's because talk about that for sure.
Yeah, like I was there during the hyphy movement, and of course people outside the Bay didn't understand, but then like there's a lot of excess. It happens on anything. It doesn't anytime anything is popular, just in general, you'll have people jump
throw
on
their cards in the game.
Yeah, and they're really not about it, in the way that certain people are, and it just dilutes it for people.
When you were producing on a Son of a Pimp album, like just I don't necessarily like I want to hear about the time period. Like when that album came out. Like,
well, that was the early side of it. So we did that album, probably like a year before the hyphy movement hit. Mm-hmm. And like we were like, I remember those sessions. Me and Fab had to like, we were working out of Thiz when they were in Oakland, and those sessions were hella crazy. I'm talking about just 20, 30 dudes in one studio. Like Obey.
Yeah.
Like
and like with your spirit, like how did you feel being in them sessions? Like
it was interesting because I'm real chill, real quiet, I'm just trying to make music, but it's a lot going on in the room. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on, and I'm like, I remember one of the crazy sessions was me, Fab, Mac Mall was there. Mac Mall was my favorite rapper, like in high school. He's like just one of the cleanest rappers. He is one of the cleanest rappers.
He's
ever.
hella clean.
But yeah, he was trying to make music. Fab was trying to make music, and it was hard because there's so much going on.
Yeah, like so much shit talking, smoking.
Yeah, it's a lot of smoke. Couldn't see in there. But Fab and I had to go in early. I remember we walked out and he was like, "Yeah, we got to start coming like at 8 a.m. to record his album," and that's what we did. We would just come early to get the work done.
And then fuck around.
Yeah, there's actually nobody who works harder than him. I've never seen anybody just write constantly, or not even just being in the studio.
Yeah, he could just rap. Like he could rap. Forever. Like
and like he was the one who showed me like, yeah, you just got to be like that. And granted, like I couldn't be on his pace, but I am on like I work like that, but like just like. Diligent work all the time. Yeah. That's what I learned from him.
Yeah, shouts out to Fab. Like he's definitely like one of the people that can just hella rap. Like he could just hella rap on any subject. You know what I'm saying? So
crazy.
I really liked a lot of the songs that y'all did. It was one beat on there. It was so fire. I don't want to get into High in the Clouds, but it might have been if it was a fifth.
That's the one. That's the beat. That's one of my favorite. Funny thing about that beat, it was supposed to go to Mac Dre.
Wow.
Yeah. That was, and actually I talked to him on the phone. That was it.
Like you talked to Mac Dre on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
That was it. Fab put him on the phone because he wanted that beat.
Wow.
But that's it. Like, and because he passed, like Fab took it. But like, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, if it was Mac Dre was going to get on that.
That would have been legendary.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's the one thing, like, God bless the dead, rest in peace to Mac Dre. But if he had an opportunity to get on some, like, of the newer beats, it would have been so crazy.
Imagine this post, like, because, it's rap before Lil B and after Lil B, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine, because he had that energy. Imagine him on that.
Right in. Like, he would have fit right in.
Man.
The shit he was saying back then. But, like, for him to hop on some new shit would have been so fire. Like, man, we lost somebody that was real special.
Crazy. Hella crazy.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I think that just makes way, and he gave so much influence that he'll live on forever. Like, it's generations and generations. And now you see rappers like Drake talking about Mac Dre and Waka Flocka. I saw him talking about Mac Dre, and
Crazy.
I would never think like when I was in high school, I didn't think it was bigger than where we was at. But everybody, knew
I've
who
always
Mac Dre
known
was.
like eyes have always been on us.
Period.
Like I mean, you know, it's just been a part of hip hop. When you're here, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't resonate. But I remember even back, if you go look at hieroglyphics, you know, I remember people thought that Outkast when they first dropped, they thought they were from Oakland. And you hear Andre and Big Boy saying, yeah, people thought we were from Oakland because they rapped hella fast, like the hieroglyphics. They were just real hip hop, but they were from the South. People thought they were from Oakland
because that was the sound.
Yeah,
like the Bay. It's so deep rooted. Like and just growing up in it, like you said, it's like you don't think about it, but that music goes everywhere. That music goes everywhere.
Yeah, I remember even it's so many examples of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, man, I'm excited for what the future holds with your music.
Yeah,
and I feel like you on like a whole new wave.
Oh
like like a refreshed wave. Like you know what I mean?
Man, people been telling me like you about to have a good year. I'm like, I mean, I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to make this happen.
Yeah,
but
you're more than trying. You doing it.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's but I feel like it's just like making the music you want to make. You know, and just doing it and hitting the stride, like, and not fighting the feeling.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, tell everybody where they can find your music and follow you on social media. Go ahead. Let us know what time it is.
You can hear me at Trackademicks, Trackademicks. Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitter, everywhere. Pretty much everywhere.
MySpace, Black Planet.
On Facebook, everything. Black Planet. No. Y'all remember Prince? Yeah, exactly. I wasn't really. No, was I on Prince? I think I had it.
Only the earliest one I remember is Zanga.
Whoa. They had IAMSU.
Mr. Crack.
Hell of them. The Trackademicks everywhere. And then Honor Roll Music, HNRL Music, SoundCloud. That's it.
Log in, man. Stay in tune with the legend, man. This is the fountain of great music in the Bay Area, man. Once again, shouts out. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Hey.
When they try to move you in, I'll be the first one down to ride. You know that I got you. You just like a tattoo. You know that I got you. You just like a tattoo. You know that I got you. You just like a tattoo. You know that I got you. You just like a tattoo. You know that I got you. You just like a tattoo. You know that I got you. You just like a tattoo.